The guy looks a whole lot, and I didn't even watch the video more than once before I just fucking said, well, just hold on to it anyway. The guy looked a whole lot like Sean Allen. And back then, when everyone was aware, they put me in that man's car. And I drove with that man. And that man's personality it was the same fucking personality. And he looks a whole lot like Sean Allen. I want to post, I want to go through these and fucking post the fucking video. That was the day. Wow, man. That's why I'm saying, you know something, it's like, wow, man. I'm gonna be right back. I'll be right back. Oh, man. I'm trying to remember what, because see, that's the thing. It's like with all the shit that went down with the Paul Flores and Kristen Smart thing, which is underway right now in the year 2021. It's interesting. It's like I remember being brought to Selena's burial site, and I remember. That's why I'm saying it's like there's a lot of shit. That's why it's like it's nothing against Kim. Oh no, I freaking love Kim. I really do. She is a wonderfully yeah. You know, it's like, your doll's ugly. Well, you're going to be turned into a meatball. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You know? It's like, well, we were so little. We were so little. So funny. Fucking must have been fucking, it's never mind. You know what? There's no going into, because that's the whole point of the dark shit, man. The fucking dark shit. Everybody wants to play with the fucking dark shit. Everybody wants to play with the dark shit, and then fucking what? There's so many things that people started waking up to, Chris, because of the shit that I was personally showing to these people without fully understanding what the fuck it was that I was showing to these people. That the spirits can mimic one another. And even though they shouldn't in certain situations, due to higher ranked individuals, they still do. So it causes people now, and at that point, not to so much want to trust the spirits. Just like when I explained where my my real father's final resting place was, compared to the same resting place as one of my father's supposed brothers. Sounding, looking, both the same. My earthly father, who was not a nobody. You know, it's like your family doesn't want to be discredited for the stuff that they know. And so, same with the other families too. There's so many families that do this, from what I understand. That's why it's really interesting that, and that's what caused me to look it up. When I seen that my supposed daughter, which I was told, so, and that's the thing, I don't, with all the things that I've said, fuck this shit. When I seen that my daughter had somebody call the feds on her, which, let's just review this really quick. My daughter, supposedly, and I did not see the video, I only seen the aftermath of her getting fucking pissed off. My daughter supposedly makes a video saying that when the killer of Selena, the woman who was fucked over, and she was fucked over. Yes, she was. And the person that paid the price, unfortunately, was Selena. And that had something to do with what agreements were made as far as the spiritual realm goes. That's from what I understand. But my daughter says something that maybe she shouldn't have said. Maybe she doesn't know. The bottom line is that, something, and then something kill the fucking person that killed Selena because she liked Selena. So then all of a sudden, my daughter gets a fucking visit from the FBI at her front fucking door. You know what? There's so many people that really because I'm just like, there's so many, that's the thing. It's like, what does it say in the Bible, Chris, right? Be wary of those who contact the spirits from the other side. Be wary of those who play with things like this. Because, see, even if some proof gets made, it takes a lot for a person to understand that they might not be talking to their loved one. Or this or that. That's why there are spirit guides. Now, I'm saying this to you, but you should already know some of this due to your family's history. I'm saying this for anybody coming across these videos. It's a pretty shitty thing that, see, they weren't just out to they were out to fucking, and that's the whole point. It's like, what does it say in the Bible? Jesus is supposed to come here and put a stop to all death, but before all of that, what does he come to do? He comes to destroy it all. And not him personally, All the spirits that freaking God unleashes upon the earth. World Wide Web of conspiracy and lies and bullshit. All the things I've said about my dead Indian children. Half Indian children. Half Italian, Irish, German, Swedish, and whatever else the fuck I am. In the flesh. That's why it's like all the things that I've said. I'm not trying to piss you off. And yet, at the same time, it's like you stood there and I don't know what that look was on your face. It seemed so judgmental, ready to say something to me. And what would you like to say to me, man? You want to call me not Jesus? That's your fine. That's fine with me, man. A rose by any other name, right? See, a lot of these quotes that are coming out of my mouth right now, I'm like, wow, this is shit that was directly said to me as quotes. And yet, this is as much as 100 I'm trying to be. How many doors? If there's only 3 doors to leave a room. And if you go through the first door and there's something there blocking you, or the second door and then there's only 1 door. No matter if it looks like doors or not. Don't think that I'm just making this video per se because of no. If you have been paying attention, because somebody has. I've been making videos about every single person that I've come in contact with, just even recently over the past few years, freaking breaking down every single freaking side plot, semi-side plot, freaking any type of pathway, period, to figure out the truth. Not forgetting, not even thinking of, how far does this have to go back? And I just kept going back further and further. And sometimes I went back further before I came forward, but then I had to go back even further because then it didn't make sense. Then I had to go back further until the fucking time that I was, what? 3? And then 4? Holy shit, man. Holy shit, man. The judgmental shit that I've been through, judge not, for thou shalt be judged the same. You know what? That's and they knew then. Your family knew then. Making other people in my part of my... in other words, where the fucking family would fucking come swing around to me. It's like, oh, well, these people are not allowed to like him. What type of fucking shit is that, man? So, my whole life is spent with fucking crazy messages that people risked a lot to tell me. Some risked more than others. Oh, man. Just to get me the few words that I would be able to fucking understand later on. And piece together this and that later on. But that's not the part that I'm pissed off. I'm pissed at that part. I'm more pissed at the fact that they attacked my bones. Okay? That there were good plans in place. If it was real, And if it was possible, which they knew it was somewhat real, they knew the spirit realm was real. But they didn't know the stuff that I was making videos about recently, but back then, what they were coming across, it was even hard for them to grasp in their heads. Bringing spirits back. Oh, man. Eventually, evil will destroy itself. Because that's what it knows. Until taught what? Differently? And then, what? So you can lie to yourself, and you can lie to others, but you can't lie to the universe. But beings inside the universe can lie to you. I'm not lying to you, man. The things back then, the stuff that I was contacting me, it was very, very confusing for me to, not to mention that certain people were able to fucking do the same thing right then and there. And the answers that they were coming, that's what I'm saying. It's like, it was just like, oh, well, let's just see if fucking blah, blah, blah. It was like a never-ending fuck you to me. And what is this, 30 fucking years later? 40 years almost later? 20-something plus years later. Proof is proof. It makes me sick what Ariana had to go through. It makes me sick what Selena said to me, the other Selena. A person that I care about still. Justin, what happened between me and Justin? The argument. That's all that fucking happened. But at least from our both side thing, from that instance, there was people pulling side strings with that shit too. And the bullshit that started. Or Demi. Fucking Demi. Wow. I'm so fucking pissed about all of that too. And how many others? How many others? Should I go into Amai? Some of the police and their bullshit. Some of the sheriffs and their bullshit. The army, the military, the navy, all of the army, the navy, the fucking this, that. Or maybe I should talk about COVID again. The different variants. How fucking good people that were then like, fuck it, let's just be evil. We ain't gonna get credit for the good shit. But at least people will fucking resonate our name, resonate our fucking names about the bad shit that they think. Because people choose to believe whatever the fuck they want to believe. So me in the flesh is not me there. I'm human, man. Same with so many others. Spiritual wars, certain people can do certain things. Sometimes the spirits are preventing those people from doing them the right way. So all they can do is do what they think is the right thing. I don't personally like to talk about people who have passed away. Now, in a bad way. There are people, their spirits, they're so old and they are so tired. And what? I don't know where I was going with this other than just stating these things. I'm trying to speak without anger and without hate in me, like other videos where I'm like, fuck you all. That's why it's like, even when I was, I always liked Mr. Perez. I always liked him. The shit that people have put me through, Chris, yeah, man, you know what? You should already know that is insanity. When things are already so fucked up, let's turn it up to fuck level 3. Fuck level 10. Oh no, we're gonna hit this motherfucking kid with level fucking 3,000. Right? Fuck this. Fuck this. I've already said this too. It's like there was a black man, I don't even know his name, and he liked me a lot, and he wanted to make me into something more because of something good that I did for them. But he knew I was not ready. In his wisdom, he knew he wanted to, and yet he knew I wasn't ready because of what he seen coming. What I might have seen coming, but I was growing. I was learning. Like every kid does. Every kid does. Not so much a spirit who came back in another body. New. They hit me with stuff, and that's, you know what? They tested, and they tested again, which is fine. And yet, some of it's not fine, because when I would give the most stunning answers, they would find a way to manipulate even that. Even though right in front of me, they're like, he's right, he's right. Well, no, we can't let him be right. So then the rumors and the bullshit, even though they should not have been doing that. So much. So much. That's why I gotta sit down. So much. There's so much. White people, black people, Spanish people, all different types of people. a few other things like resonated, not so much me personally. When I was listening to a few of the other videos, I have to sit down. But I'm gonna click this and then I'm gonna click it back on. But where was I? There was some other things that when I was listening to these other spirit boxes from some of these other people who have passed away, and it's just it was very, very intriguing. A few things that were said in general that and I'm making this video. I had a few of these in my head, but because I started saying, let me sit down, and then I'll start the video over with the camera the other way. So.